Hello students, let us start the next topic in biological classification. In the previous video we have discussed about chrysophytes, the members of chrysophytes which comes under Protista. As we know, the Protistans are advanced unicellular, they are unicellular eukaryotic organisms, they are single cell, and the different groups also classification we have discussed. So in the after chrysophytes, the next group which is coming under that is Protista are dinoflagellates. So here group dinoflagellates includes what kind of organisms and what is their habitat, what is their nature, the detailed features of dinoflagellates we are going to discuss. But before going to understand the general characters, general features, let me tell you what are dinoflagellates first of all. So what are dinoflagellates? Dinoflagellates are, they are one kind of organisms, but they are single celled organisms. They are single celled organisms with two flagella. They are having two flagella. They are having two flagella. Okay. Since they bear two kinds of flagella. Okay. So next we will begin the next feature, that is what is their habitat, where they live. As we know, the dinoflagellates, they are found in water, they are confined to water, means they are aquatic form. But majority of the dinoflagellates they are found in marine form. Marine in the sense they found in sea or ocean, because they are found in sea or ocean water, so hence they are called as marine forms. But rarely some of the species of dinoflagellates found in the fresh water, but majority of them are found in the fresh water, marine water. Next comes with reference to their mode of nutrition. Dinoflagellates, whether they belongs to autotrophs or heterotrophs. Of course they are autotrophs. Why? Because they contain varieties of pigments. Dinoflagellates are autotrophs and they undergo photosynthesis. Why they undergo photosynthesis? Because they contain different kinds of pigments. What kind of pigments they contain? Let us see. First, they contain, some of the species contain yellow color pigment and some species contain green color, brown color, blue color or red color, different kinds of pigments. As the plants contain chlorophyll, likewise these dinoflagellates contain varieties of pigments. So because of the presence of all the different kinds of pigments in them, since this reason they undergo photosynthesis, means the mode of nutrition in them is autotroph, means they can prepare their own food and they are photosynthetic in nature. After that, with reference to their cell wall, here almost they possess almost plant's character. Why? Because they are photosynthetic in nature, and with reference to cell wall also they contain cell wall. Their cell wall is very stiff, very rigid, and because of the presence of cellulose plate. So because of this wall material, cell wall material, cellulose material, their cell wall becomes very hard, very stiff, very tight. Next, these two characters are these two characters are plant characters. Then what are the animal characters? They are possessing both animal as well as plant characters. Okay. So what are the animal characters? Let me tell you. They are having flagella. The group of dinoflagellate contain flagella. What are flagella? Flagella are locomotory organs. With the help of flagella, they move. Their movement of the body takes place in the water. Since they contain two types of flagella, means their attachment, means flagella are of two types depending upon the location. So one flagella is transverse. Transverse in the sense what? Transverse means horizontally. One flagella is attached to the body transversely, means horizontally, and one more is, it is longitudinal in its position. So one is vertical in position and the second one is transverse in its position. So thus two kinds of flagella are found in the dinoflagellates. Next character, very important, very peculiar character they possess. Let us see what is that. They undergo rapid multiplication. So they reproduce. By rapid multiplication, their body divides and give number of cells. Since it is a single cell organism and divides, repeatedly divides and rapid multiplication occur in the sea or water, and as a result of rapid multiplication, they form a red color in appearance. Means the water will become a red color. Because of their multiplication, they release one chemical, toxic chemical. As a result, the color of the water becomes red, and hence these dinoflagellates, they are known as red tides. So what are red tides? Red tides are nothing but they are red in color, because in the sea or in the ocean, as they multiply, they release a chemical and they form a red tides, red color appearance. And as a result, they also release a chemical, toxic chemical. As a result of multiplication, they release a toxic chemical. Toxic in the sense, toxic means poisonous chemical which may kill many marine animals, like some animals like shellfish. So these toxins are they are accumulated in the shellfish. Shellfishes, they are confined to marine water. As a result of that, resulting in the poisoning when they are eaten, means Gonialex is one of the best example which is mentioned in our reader. Gonialex is one of the best example of a dinoflagellate. Means they undergo rapid multiplication and release a harmful chemical, red color, that is chemical. As a result, they become the water will become red color, and and not only the red tides, even some other dinoflagellate also release some different kinds of colors also. Even blue color, red tide as well as blue color also, the water will become blue. So because of all that, the water will become poisonous if the many aquatic animals which are living in the water, marine water, they become, they are going to killed by these dinoflagellates when they consume, when dinoflagellates consume them. Okay, so with this we have completed dinoflagellates. We should stop.